time, nigga. Come
This
on,
is
fam.
David Adesanya,
Come on.
your uncrowned 145-pound champion, here with two-time
145.
middleweight champion Israel, the last
This movie
Stylebender.
was so good.
Adesanya, how are you, champ?
I'm very well. Just chilling, working, living.
All right, we are 5 weeks removed from UFC.
Bruh, y'all see my man got Jared right there? he got the Jared. I just know Paul Bearer used to carry that shit. You know what I mean? I don't know what else that shit is even called, with the ashes or whatever. That shit was dope. I didn't watch that fight live, but that shit was fly as fuck. I don't know what that other award is. You feel me? Then my man got the Unleashed joint right there, which is some fly shit, man. That's my nigga, man. Details, nigga.
287.
Sure.
Yeah, 5 weeks.
Feels long ago.
I'm only starting to like forget about it now.
I
And then
realized
be
one
like-
thing. Sorry to cut you off, carry on.
Yeah, I forgot about it because it was so, for a moment there, it like consumes you a little bit, and it's just like everything was just like, you know, about the fight, and then the aftermath. You like ride the high, you watch all the content, like I don't know, you just get so buried in it, and then like
Yeah.
recently, I'm like, you know, you see the highlights, like, hey, that's right,
Yeah.
yeah, that happened.
Yep. It is. Like even me, I realized it was like 2.5 or 3 weeks since I watched the fight. This is something that happened when I was just like running through dudes in kickboxing, and I was just winning. Initially, when I started fighting, I'd like my first, second, third fight. I'd watch it over and over again. 3 months, like almost every day or every day. And then it got to the point where it was like 20 fights in, 30 fights, 40 fights, and watch it like maybe 10 times. Then it got to a point where it was just like I'd watch a fight, like this is around China. I'd watch a fight once after I do it, and then like, cool, what's next? And I look at the next thing. So it got to a point I kind of had to realize like you need to appreciate these moments and not just like, because I think after I had my first KB loss, or maybe second KB loss, I remember just like winning again and realizing like, fuck, that's right. Remember what it felt like to win. And yeah, it'll fade away. But when I was just like, okay, what's next? I realized that now you got to sit and appreciate it, soak it up, you know. Even what's that? When we did watch Bert Kreischer, he's like, I love what Izzy does. That he knows how to celebrate. And I never thought about that. And like he explained it better his way, but like, yeah, you have to celebrate those. So yeah, it's been like 3 weeks since I watched the fight.
Celebrate the
And
dubs, man.
How many times have you watched it?
All together now,
Short fight.
yeah, all together now maybe 9 times. But then I watched it again on Saturday, this Saturday, first time in 3 weeks, just to like go through it again. But yeah, it is all consuming and it's everything. And it's just like, I think because of also like the magnitude of the fight, who it was, it's myself, what was on the line, everything. And to get over that, that's like, it amplifies it so much more. And it's still amplifying. Like, I'm glad I have the tools now to know how to, like, you know how you said the other week you were like, you had post-fight blues. I haven't had that. And also training as well, that helps. Like I'm back in the gym learning again, having Craig over and shit.
So what would you say you are at? Because like altitude-wise, because you said you were high for a long time. You were like, you wanted to go to the casino and lose 20 grand to make you feel sad. So where would you say, let's say, you know, cruising out to 40,000 feet, how close are you to landing?
Nah.
Oh, are you still?
I'm still in the air.
Still in the air?
Yeah. Not even about the fight. I think just life. Everything. Just everything. The combination of everything. But life itself is exciting. Things that
I'm right there with you, dog.
Things we're doing as a business. What we're doing with Stylebender. We just crossed the milli, so shout out to yous. A lot of things. And everything just kind of adds to my cup, if you will. And yeah, like I said, I'm glad I have the tools now, because back in the day, young Israel, if I didn't know how to handle this, I'll come back home and then almost immediately, boom, crash, and you try and fill that up with the wrong things and fill your cup up with the wrong things and then end up, you know, your cup runneth over in the worst way. So yeah, for me, I'm glad I have the tools now to learn how to like calm down a little bit. And something else will happen, gust of wind will pick up, boom, we'll back up again and just be chilling, gliding, and then it starts to come down slowly rather than just boom, crash.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, you're back in the gym, upgrading your software. Talk to me about it. First off, talk about the difference between in-camp training
That nigga Dan Hooker
and
tatted
the
now,
way you
bro.
put upgrading the software.
Being in camp is pretty much you're getting ready for a fight. You have 6 weeks, 5 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks. The majority of that time you're getting ready, getting fit, getting physically ready for a fight. But this is the time. Like learning new skills at that time, you learn some new shit, but it's better to learn out of camp. Like learning new martial arts skills, learning how to do this in this game, defend this, and certain things. So I've got so much free time now to my next fight. I'm working strength and conditioning. Fucking AB puts it in. He'll be telling me, I just go, He'd be like, yeah, so this week we're gonna deload, then we're gonna put on a new block and this and that. I'm just like.
Just talking about that, have you ever had a period in your career where you don't have a fight, but you're not in the gym?
Maybe like 2 weeks. I'm on the gym. I think that might be the most 2 or 3 weeks.
But that's like after a fight you're recovering.
After a fight, yeah.
But I'm just saying in general, like you're
in
not.
general, no.
Because some fighters say that they're not in the gym until they have a fight booked.
Nah, I can't do that. First of all, people that help you, you got to help them as well. That's one thing. And because of my travel and stuff, it's really hard. But I still make sure whenever I can, I help them and give my body. But now is the time to like soak up knowledge. Like today, some of the shit we learned, we just spent on today back takes. Oh no, not back takes. Should I even say?
To talk about it, we'll talk about Craig Jones. Craig Jones is here. You brought him out here.
Yeah, you guys have seen him around. Yeah. So Craig, I like him. I like the work that he and Frank did with Alex for Islam, because he's a long guy as well, similar frame to myself.
What weight class would you say he was?
He's like, I think he's 205, 195. Like he's big boy, thick dude as well. But I feel like his game, I like a lot about his game. And he's like magic, bro. Like same thing when I'm at Aptos, it's like some of these dudes at Jiu-Jitsu is literally like magic, but he, like some of the shit he does, I'm just like, fuck, it does so effortlessly, And I'm seeing parallels between that and then my striking. And I'm even like, it's amazing. I love learning. I love I like the journey of it. So
what's Craig like as a person, just in general?
He's cool. He's like a ninja sloth.
What's a ninja sloth?
You know what sloth is, right?
What is that?
Yeah.
Long arms, just chills in a tree. Hey. Even like in class, sometimes he'd be like, okay, guys, I can't do his voice, but like he's just like, all right, guys. And then people in the back will still be talking. So I have to, hey, because he doesn't project his voice sometimes. He's very soft as a person, which I like. I think that's why, even when he shakes your hand, I appreciate that from men. He doesn't try and crush. He shakes your hand. It's just
I
like,
always say that, dog. Niggas see me, bro. For some reason, niggas get intimidated, bro. I do not know why. So when I go to shake people's hand, they try to just like beat you to this part right here. I don't know what this part of your hand is even called. If you beat someone to that part, you automatically, like, people say they win the handshake or whatever. I don't mean that you tough. I don't say shit about nothing, nigga. Like, bro, I still beat your ass, nigga.
Like, it's firm, but just like it's nice. Because sometimes so many times after sparring, I had to learn how to fist bump people because they're just like excited to meet you or guys who like to, I'm like, fuck, I was just punching. Like, it's annoying. So yeah, just soft as a person, but he's a bad motherfucker. But I really like that. He's just chill. He's not a typical rah, rah, rah. Yeah.
You're grappling in the Tavares fight and Gastelum fight. You got to display that a bit. When you're grappling, let's say moving forward, would you rather explore that aspect of your game instead of just rushing back to your feet? Because you do it so well.
Yeah.
Or is it case by case, depending on the fight?
Case by case, but also I've explored it before. I've tried it just because, if it ain't broke, they're trying to fix it. And it ain't broke.
Talking about your next fight, because Dana said in last week's post-fight press conference that you were still looking to fight soon. So is it 100% you'll wait till September?
Now it is, but before that I was like July.
Were they throwing any names at you?
I tried to do Duplessis in the Death Star.
That new thing, yeah.
Yeah, I tried. Like, I was like, I tried to do it even, maybe not International Fight Week because it was already booked, but I tried it for like later on. I was just like, fuck it, just give them to me because it's already there. And I'm just like, what's the point? Why wait?
So your initial thoughts for Rob versus Dricus, what percentage chance would you think Rob has to win?
This is the game we play. Right now,
3-round fight.
Fuck, I just thought that's right. It is 3 rounds.
I think Izzy hasn't been in a 3-round fight in a long time.
Can probably
and Dricus has 2 nostrils now.
Yeah, ooh.
That's a new mythical fighter, 2 nostril Dricus.
Yeah. Fuck, let me see. I'd say with Rob can probably get him out of there in the second round. or just beat him up for 3 rounds. Dricus' only chance is no. I don't like to say there's no way because there's always a way, but he can't outlast Rob. I think Rob will be faster than him, fitter than him. So yeah, he might just have to make it ugly. Rob can also fight ugly as well. So yeah, we'll see.
90% chance, Rob.
Yeah, you have it's honestly 70.
But you really want Dricus.
I really want Dricus. Maybe that's why I'm being biased.
Does it bother you again that you might have to fight Rob in his backyard for the second time?
No, I think there's another story there. It's in a new state or city in Australia, another stadium, I'm sure.
Yeah, also about the whole stadium thing, there's no covered stadium in Sydney. So like, just to get your message out there about, for example, if Volk wins in July, you guys should pretty much be on the same timeline of like, your next fight. They want to go down under.
Yeah.
It has to be an indoor stadium.
Yeah. But it's not in Sydney.
I have to go back to Marvel. I feel like that fight would be too big
to ignore for that time.
20,000 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in case you wanted to say something, because last time you were talking about how Volk was in the...
Man,
what did I say last time? Yeah, that's right, because I was like that. Yeah, Perth. It shouldn't have been... I feel like Perth, the Islam versus Volk. I remember being like frustrated, and I even talked to Mick. I was like, why wasn't this fight in the stadium? I remember, yeah, that's right.
It wasn't?
But this one, it'll be a nice day. It'll be a nice day. It can be in Sydney. I like it in Sydney. It'll be a nice day, a sunshiny day.
Talking about fight locations, you and Eugene had a conversation, I think last year, about the whole fighting in NZ thing, and he put some points at your feet. And the end of that discussion was you wanted to go away.
Where was it?
I was in the car.
Oh yeah, true.
I think I was in the car, yeah. Or I was right there.
I was like, how do you know? I was like, well, is this on film?
No, I was right there.
in the car.
Okay, yeah.
And then the end of it was he made some solid points about how it's only a few people that are, causing the irk.
I was in the car.
And the result was you wanted to just sit with it and do your thing, digest it, and move on. So what has been the result of the whole not fighting?
There's no result yet. It's not coming to NZ for a while. And I think, we have other guys like Kai, Dan, even Volk, plenty of superstars, Carlos, who can headline over here. I don't have to headline here,
But you wouldn't like a fight and not having to travel, wake up, go to the arena?
I've done it before. I've done it many times, King of the Ring.
True that.
So I've enjoyed that. I do like traveling and fighting, so it's not a big deal for me. But unless they apologize to Dan, the people that were gaslighting us at the time, Dan's a fucking national hero. Anyway, I don't want to get into it, but yeah. So unless that happens, which it won't, and it's okay. Like, watch the local guys right now, because you never know who you're gonna see. You never know who's gonna be that dude, and then you're like, oh shit, I used to watch him fight. I watched him when he fought back home. There's many of us coming up right now, many, and I'm glad and privileged to see it happen and just watch the resurgence that's happened with us.
You feel me, bro? He don't even care about. He want to dish it off to the other people and lower people,
and
man. I guess not the lower like in human value, but like
the Anzac
just
region.
Lower like career
beautiful. So yeah,
accomplishments. You feel me? And he's like putting them on like that. That's
for the Pereira fight, you said that you didn't peek around the corner for that fight. You just saw him, and
that was
nothing else.
Yeah.
It seems like because of your high rate of activity, you've either got 3 options: clear out division for the 3rd time.
Second time, I think. Second time.
Oh, second time? I guess you still have. I guess some have lost and haven't had the chance to.
Yeah, come on.
What I mean?
Oh, okay, third. I've done it twice.
Because you got to beat Rob for the 3rd time. If you're facing Rob for the 3rd time, you're going to be there.
Yeah, true.
It's either that 3rd time or you fight lower ranked 185 opponents, or fun fights at 205.
Fun fights at 205.
Which one of those 3 do you think?
I think just beat everyone in my weight class. And there's some guys that are coming up that are really good. Lower rank, but they're really good. I see them. So, yeah, I like those challenges. Also, fun fights at 205. Definitely just because, if it's there. Also,
And also, you're going to have no number 1 contenders. Like, you're going to have nothing.
They'll go for the number 5.
Number
6. Yeah, the 7th contender.
Yeah, lower ranked. That was
let that nigga clear it all the way down to 10,
Let's
bro.
talk about last weekend. We missed the reaction video, but it was a fire card.
I got my one. I actually have a reaction, but it's
of what, Carlos?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have sent it through.
Nah. It's not. I fucked the angle wrong, the camera angle, and also I didn't sleep. I got the angle wrong.
Oh my God. Not even in the frame. No, that was my bad. My alarm didn't go off.
I was on, bro.
What did you think of Carlos's fight?
Fuck. Honestly, I'm just like, I was so excited because as soon as you can just see, I asked Andre during the week, how's he looking? How's he feeling? He said he's sharp. And he's just been focused. Carlos knows how to like, just like hunt, like stalk the prey through the week, stay himself and chill. And then eventually just, when it's time to hunt, he's right there. It's just, let's go. Bah. So yeah, I love the fact he came out to the Rock's theme. I was hyped. And then, yeah, just went in there, pretty much showed the dude, oh, you can come in, what? Boom, clipped him and then.
So fast of that.
Boom.
Check left
And
hook.
it wasn't even that hard. It was just like, it's hard, obviously.
Let's say he's the hardest hitter in CKB.
Hardest kicker.
Kicker.
I think hitter might be either Junior, I don't even know now. There's so many, I'm trying to think, Hemi. Or the more kicker, Carlos. He kicks like a fucking...
Fuck him, he's not the hardest hitter. Fucking... wouldn't want to find out who the hardest hitter is.
Of what?
Just Punjab, I'm just saying, I wouldn't want to get fucking...
Nah, who's the hardest hitter? Nah, it's just through the pads, you can feel it. Yeah. Yeah, what else?
Also, Ian Gary, I know you like him. He had...
Oh, yeah, bro, he's clean. He even called it, I think. He said something, I saw today or yesterday, like a clip of him talking prior and saying he wanted to catch him with a high kick, a right high kick, anything else in an accident. And yeah, I like the way he just carries himself.
Yeah,
saw the dude.
Folded that nigga, man.
What's his name? D-Rod. Saw D-Rod during fight week, said what's up, because they were trying to like, I think D-Rod was trying to ignore him or like staunch past him, but the way he just like approached it, like, we're gonna fight, what's all this? You don't have to have beef about it. I like beef though, but if there's no beef, you don't have to manufacture the beef. Let's be professionals, and that's cool. And the way, yeah, he's got that spirit about him. He's just that dude.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite prospects out there, and I like how
he's a player in the game for sure.
Has that nomad thing. He likes to travel around
with his family.
He says he wants to come to NZ and train with you.
Train with us. Yeah.
But like in between fights, he's getting better, upgrading the software.
Yeah. I think he's just a future champion for sure. Even right now, like, because he's young, so he's definitely a future champion.
All right, let's talk about some MMA news. Francis got the deal that he was hunting for, signed with PFL. How happy are you for him?
Stoked. One thing I didn't like, I'll say, is fucking what one did when they were, like, Francis put it out to them first. This is the offer I have on the table. Can you guys match this? They couldn't match it, and then, like, they put out that statement saying, we are withdrawing. And then everyone tried to like hop on about it, and then you just like,
yeah, that shit was goofy.
But I just thought that was shady. They didn't have to do that. But anyway,
goofy as fuck. But as a friend of yours, seeing all the flack that he copped online,
I was like, people starting to talk shit. I was just like, the fuck, like, stay tuned, relax, But yeah, it's good news. It's good for the game, I think.
Hell yeah.
What I really liked is how he, his opponent is guaranteed $1 million. That's cool. What he's doing with PFL Africa. Even already, I like AKO, African KO, the one that Kamaru has.
Yeah, so I
like some of the fights I see on there, so you can see the potential already. PFL Africa or whatever, that's gonna. And Francis has like a seat at the board or at the table. That's cool. Yeah, but also like even this thing like his opponent is guaranteed $1 million. How many fighters are gonna be like, right? I need to get to the PFL. I want to fight Francis because now Francis is the guy. He's the money fight. So that's another twist on it that I like.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think also the UFC, they're not dumb.
That's actually a smart thing that I think people haven't pointed at. That people are going to be like, okay, I want this.
Of course, they'll see that. Oh, if I fight Francis, I'm guaranteed $1 million.
And even the high level guys that contracts are running out.
They'll drop out. Yeah. But I think the UFC, they're not dumb. They'll take notice. They know how to adapt. And when something like this happens in another field, it creates a big ripple in the game. And a big enough ripple can force the UFC to change the way, even like a small change.
Yeah, that's what, because they were unhappy that Shane Burgos got signed by PFL. Dana wasn't happy that whoever does the contracts let that
go. Yeah, because Shane, I think the last fight was Barboza. Yeah, but regardless, Shane always comes to fight. He's a guy you don't want to, you want in your promotion, but he's happy with his contract. Showtime's happy with his contract with PFL. There's a lot of guys. Yeah, I feel like the UFC, I think I already said at the post-fight press conference, find a clip if you can.
Francis made the right call. I'm not going to hop on about it, but he's right. It's little things, He's asking for things that should be mandatory. He wasn't asking for, crazy, ridiculous, diva-ish demands, Even something as little as like for the guys fighting on the opening, having the fourth or third cornerman being paid for and their hotels being paid for. that sets them up nicely, and they don't have to fork it out of their 10 and 10, or maybe even 10 to pay for their fourth or third cornerman. You know, little things like that. So he's not being a diva. He's asking for reasonable demands, and I felt like he should have got them. But again, he told me, I said that's not how we do business, but the way we do business has to change, and it will change. He's just the guy to kick in the door.
But the UFC will make change. It just, Rome wasn't built in a day or whatever. So this is a big fucking move. So it causes a ripple that forces change.
Yeah, that shit big as fuck,
I agree.
Bro.
Yeah, talking about Dana and
a little bit today.
I'll fill you in on the ones that pertain to you.
Yeah.
But I like the special announcement thing because it builds up, like, you know.
How does he do it?
I mean, I was in bed, I saw his post, and it's like, I'm going like special announcement in 30 minutes.
Oh, okay,
I was on the live, but it's a lot better than just doing like a little post. All right, the big ones, we'll start with Alex versus Jan. Do you think it's, I don't know, he was supposed to be on 6-month suspension after getting brutally KO'd like that, but it's going to be 3.5 months-ish of him coming back. You fought Jan before. How do you think that fight plays out?
I think Jan's going to take him down and just beat him up there. I don't think Jan will stand with him for a bit, but eventually just get him to the fence or try and take him down the way he took me down. I don't think he's going to shoot, so he's going to either get him to the fence.
How good, because one thing that we saw in the Jan fight, because when the build-up and how people were theory crafting it, in the fights Jan had before yours, he was always coming in, crashing in, you know, rushing in, and the plan was to you know, catch him coming in.
Yeah.
But in the fight, he put the striking defense on full highlight. I don't know, he had this.
He just like,
everything covered.
Every question mark, he was ready.
Yeah, everything covered. Like,
true. I forgot about that.
Defense mode, for real.
It's weird, like because I was like, that's right. As you're saying that, oh, that's right. That was
how frustrating was that to face?
It wasn't frustrating at the time because I was still catching him sometimes, but also it was just like, it's respect.
Yeah, it was also something that no one expected because everyone just thought that, you know.
I thought he was gonna come and like fight the way he normally fights, but then he did that at the right times and took me down. So he could get caught coming in. He could if he depends. What if he gets him down? He can keep him down. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know. Fuck, I'm not doing a fucking prediction for this fight, but right now it's funny. I think it's a nice matchup to make.
To the BMF belt.
I didn't realize the BMF belt was still in play, but I guess if it is, that's cool.
Bro, I think that's goofy.
It's even like a title that I guess
like I thought it was a one and done thing.
Fight for it?
Maybe. Like if I don't know. What do you quantify as a BMF?
I think it's dumb, bro.
I'm like a fucking nerd or whatever. I don't know.
So like an anime belt.
Yeah, anime belt. Ooh, make my own one. Fuck. Imagine that. The things I can put on that'd be fun. Nah, but I'm trying to think, like, what quantifies a BF? Is it like a look? Is it a persona? Is it a style? Is it just
I think it's dumb. Why? It should have just been a one and done. Putting that on the line don't really make it that much cooler. Like,
I think it's a mix of the violence and the fights, and then
I think it's whack.
Attitude as well outside the cage. But I feel like when it comes to, like, you know, attitude and whatnot,
like street gang.
Gaethje and Poirier, like, savages inside, but outside the cage, they're like, you know, nice guys and whatnot. They're not like, you know, running around throwing water bottles and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a mix of that. But I mean, that's a fight that.
But bruh, to have it go from Nate Diaz versus Masvidal, these niggas had altercations outside of the ring, dog. Now you have Gaethje and Dustin Poirier. These niggas ain't never had any type of incident outside of the ring, bro. I said the ring, the octagon, whatever you want to call it. None of them niggas. So for them to even go get, like, I understand they had some crazy battles in the octagon, but bruh, they ain't really have no it's on site type of shit. How like Masvidal and Nate Diaz have, like, that's like it's levels to this. And
291 card.
Yeah.
It looks to be super, super stacked. Your documentary premieres at the Tribeca Film Festival this June in New York City.
Yeah.
What can people expect from it? Can you give like a little
documentary? Put it
teaser.
like that.
The deets. I've seen it 2 times now over the last 9 months or so. At a certain stage when it wasn't really finished, and like the stage where it was like 95%.
Why you put in Why you put in New York? Why don't you put
even
in
if
like
what I've said so far? Even if I'm not the protagonist.
Where you from?
In this, it's
not
not
where
about
you
me.
from,
It's just
but
about
like
some
where you
other
reside.
athlete. I feel like people need to watch this. Like men need to watch this. Just there's a lot of stuff you can learn. Even if you don't like me, like there's a lot of stuff you can learn about being. I don't hate that it's about me. Trying not to stroke my own ego. Well, being just emotionally intelligent, being a killer, being a savage, being a lion, but being a lamb, like the duality of it, the masculine and feminine within all of us,
Yin and yang.
like the balance of person. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Even when I watch it, I'm like, it's cool to see yourself from that point of view. It's got a good message. I think it's entertaining. It's funny. It's heart-wrenching at times, but yeah, I can't wait till it's out. It's raw. Certain parts I'm just like, because you know me, I keep my private life's my private life. So certain things I don't really expose to the world. Yeah, sometimes it's good to just like a little bit, just so you can be vulnerable and show everyone that you're still human. So yeah, this is one of those moments I've kind of just like done that, and yeah, I can't wait till everyone sees it and get all the critics talking shit about it. It'll be fun. It's gonna be a lot of rave reviews. Don't get me wrong, there will be, but also there's always gonna be like, I'm ready for like it was too this, it was too that. I'm just like, I'm bulletproof. This is how far in advance I get ready. So that's why when it happens, it's just like, I'll be ready for this.
You know what I mean? It's chess out here, ain't checkers, nigga.
Fast, easy. That was the last one. Right, thank you for your time today.
Oh, look at that.
Appreciate you.